Welcome back to Making a Little Music. In my previous video I tried to create a composition with an emphasis on drums and bass. Today I will try to create something and utilize high pass and low pass filters. But before I dive in and start composing, I need an inspiration, and inspiration is going to come from a random Wikipedia article. Okay, I'm going to select a random article on Wikipedia and we'll see what it brings us. Okay, the random article is Nationwide Airlines of South Africa. Nationwide Airlines was an airline based in Lanseria, South Africa. It operated scheduled domestic and international services. Its main base was OR Tambo International Airport, Johannesburg. Airline, airplanes. That's going to be inspiration for today. So again, today I want to utilize high pass and low pass filters, which is the filter that adjusts the frequency of the sound. Every sound, every instrument produces a range of frequencies from low to high. It's vibrations, low vibrations, high vibrations. And what the low pass and high pass filter do, they just reduce the volume or cut off the frequencies that are high or low. So in the case of a low pass filter, it passes only low frequencies and cuts off the volume of the high frequencies. And a high pass does the opposite. It passes only high frequencies and cuts off or reduces, it cuts off low frequencies, which creates kind of interesting sound. You can use it in different circumstances. When you use a low pass filter, if you apply a low pass filter to an instrument, it'll sound like the instrument is a little muffled, like the sound is coming from the wall from your neighbor's apartment. It's because, in reality, low frequencies can pass through walls easier than high frequencies, therefore you have this muffled sound. If you're using high pass filter, it sounds like somebody's talking on a telephone, an old telephone line, because capacity of old telephone lines wasn't large enough, so they had to cut off and not transfer certain frequencies, and they just used the frequencies which are the mid frequencies and high frequencies where the human voice is. Anyway, so let me show you what high pass and low pass does, and then I'll try to use it in my song composition about airlines. So what I'm going to do right now, I have this equalizer, which basically will allow me to look at all the frequencies that come from this organ sound, and I'll start cutting off high frequencies and show you what it sounds like. So I'm slowly cutting off high frequencies. So only low parts of the organ are coming through. Sounds pretty cool. And you can move it around, and it sounds pretty cool when you open it up. And now I'm gonna cut off the low frequencies, which is let high frequencies pass. High pass filter. So, in a nutshell, this is high pass and low pass filters. Okay, let's compose this song, Airlines. So this will be 120 beats per minute, sounds like. That sounds like a good bass line. Now I'm gonna lay some drums on it. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle this around to see where I can apply the high pass and low pass. I have equalizer ready for the bass, I have equalizer on drums, and I have equalizer on the piano chords that I recorded. So what I can do now is I can play with frequencies and how I open them up. So for this bass, I cut off, in the beginning I'm going to cut off a little bit of lower frequencies. Instead of sounding like this, I'm gonna make my bass sound like this. I'm gonna do a little bit of high pass on it because I want to open up full range of the bass later. And with the piano chords, what I'm going to do is do the opposite. So instead of my piano sounding like this, I'll cut off, I'll only pass the low frequencies, low pass, and then I'll open it later. So I'll let the song play for a little bit and then I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna kind of muffle the piano and cut off the low frequencies for the bass. And for that final part, I'm also gonna cut off a little bit of high frequencies off of the drum, make it sound kind of like it's a radio sound. I think that's all I'm gonna do today. I think the inspiration worked. I tried to do something airy and kind of with the feel of flying. And I tried to use high pass and low pass filters in my song. And here's the final result. Thank you for watching Making a Little Music. See you next time.